Hey, so I wanted to go on a bit more about prayer and how to use it properly to achieve an altered state of consciousness. And I thought I might give an example of this sort of prayer in this video as well. But first, I wanted to go over some information that seems kind of important. From The Magician's Companion by Bill Whitcomb. It is part of the task of the New Age to synthesize previous knowledge and to develop new, more sophisticated models that engage our hearts and satisfy our intellects. The analytical world of the scientist, the experiential world of the mystic, and the analogical world of the magician need not conflict, but can be reconciled by greater understanding of each. To approach magic without logic, empiricism, and discipline invites delusion and obsession. To seek the mysteries without intuition, passion, and belief may yield only stagnation and academicism. One must be able to both observe and participate. So what you hear there is you need to engage both your emotions and your mind. That is how to create a more effective sort of prayer. Now, there's some more information over here, same book. How to use this book, there is a section called How to Use This Book, a whole chapter on it, and there is a section in that chapter called Meditation or Concentration. Emotional concentration can be used to bring about profound changes in consciousness. Emotion is a key factor in prayer, in any mystical working. The reason why is because, well, how can you really achieve anything without emotion? Honestly, you need to have emotion to truly want something. If you truly want something, you will be emotional about it. So if you, the thinking goes that if you are emotional about something that you want, then you will get it. That's sort of the metaphysical explanation of it. Now I have more information I wanted to read off here before I read my example of a prayer. There's a couple of books I'm going to go through, so hang tight. From Low Magic, It's All in Your Head, You Just Have No Idea How Big Your Head Is by Lon Milo Duquette. I really like this book. In my rebellious and cynical mind, this Golden Dawn prayer and others like it are only slightly more magical than the pep talk invitation bellowed through bourbon belches for the benefit of the proud screaming eagles. So basically you don't want to do that whole topical, shallow sort of prayer either. You don't, the example he gives is basically the prayer that they do before a game. Lord, please help, please ensure our team a victory, or something like that, which is really more of a pep talk than an actual prayer. So you want depth in your prayer as well. Now from Secrets of the Magical Grimoires by Aaron Leitch, which, by the way, is an entire textbook More importantly, all of these mythological elements must be included in the prayer in a truly devotional spirit. This actually refers to multiple different sources of prayers that deal with individual spirits or deities, gods, goddesses, You need the mythological aspects of those deities in order for a prayer to be efficacious. So from Solitary Witch by Silver Ravenwolf, which is another textbook. Just to make sure that everyone is sure out there that witches and magi can pray, and even Hindus can pray. They don't have to just chant. There are prayers. One of the questions I am most asked by interviewers is, do witches pray? Of course they do, and when I answer yes, absolutely, they look at me as if I have gone crazy. This is because the interviewer is equating prayer as only belonging to the religion that they are most familiar with, which isn't Wicca. Granted, witches are more focused than most people about prayer. We concentrate on the purity of the area and the purity of the mind before we begin to pray. So, what she is describing there is getting into the right headspace before you pray. So there might be some preparation for prayer, and also staying focused during a prayer. Now, one last thing, and then I'll give an example of a trance-inducing prayer. To not use... this is from Gothcraft by Raven Digitalis. To not use magic, prayer, and meditation for personal transformation and to cultivate satisfaction in life would be folly. So, he recommends prayer as well. In fact, calling not using prayer folly. Now, this is the very, very last book, and this is where I will be reading the example from. This is Prayers for a Planetary Pilgrim, a personal manual for prayer and ritual by Edward Hayes. The prayers that follow could be a beginning toward the creation of a breviary or prayer book for those who see themselves as members of the space vessel Earth, part of a cosmic traveling colony. Such psalms and prayers serve as an inner compass for those who see themselves as co-explorers and co-creators with the divine mystery, which at this very moment is playing at the ever-expanding edges of the universe. So you can see it's already, that's just part of the introduction, and it's already gorgeous in its descriptions. Since it is Sunday, the prayers in this book are divided by season and day of the week. So you have the season of spring, and then you also have and morning and evening. Then you have Sunday. So there's Sunday. You have the morning prayer here and the evening prayer. And it also gives explanations for when you're supposed to do the sign of the cross or something. You don't necessarily have to do the sign of the cross, but it's one of the more common ones. So I'll read the evening one. So you have the sacred gesture. Then, O divine parent, in harmony with all the earth, with sun and moon, stars and comets, I thank you for this day that is now ending. As the earth turns away from the sun and night comes to visit me, I bow down before you in adoration and gratitude. I pause to recall how I have responded to your gifts of persons and events on this Sunday. And then it gives notification for pausing for silent meditation. I ask pardon from you, O God, for any haste or lack of kindness on my part that may have been a cause of pain or separation. I bow in wonder before your love that forgives me instantly and unconditionally. In a like way, may I now pardon all who have caused me pain this day. At peace with you and with all, I enter now into a time of silent affection and union with you. And it gives another notification for silent prayer or meditation. With love, I join myself with all those on this planet, Earth, who at the beginning of night praise you as I now pray. And then it gives you notification to read a psalm or a spiritual reading or a personal prayer. Once again, beloved God, this planet has turned outward in its unknown destination into space. I look with wonder upon the vastness of the universe as the family of our sun's planets travels onward in its galactic pilgrimage. Come and be with me in a sleep that will refresh me for a new day and for the work that it holds for me. Grant comfort to all who face the darkness of this night with fear. Give shelter to those without a home and peace to all. With gratitude and faith, I now conclude this day in your holy name, and in the name of your Son, and in the presence of your Spirit. Amen. And then it gives you the sign for the cross again. So this is an example of a trance-inducing prayer. I mean, I can already feel a little bit. It's a long prayer filled with imagery and thought-provoking concepts. And it has bits of mythology attached to it as well. It's a very good example of a prayer. And here is my prayer book. I have a whole bunch of prayers transcribed here from all sorts of different sources. And one of my favorite things to do is read through all of them in one sitting, which usually takes about 2 to 3 hours. There's also a couple of chants in there, both Hindu and Kabbalist. So, thank you for watching. Peace.